Easy Wealth Podcast, where learning about money feels easy.
Have you ever had this happen? You buy a stock, make a big profit, and then watch it drop, wiping out all your gains?
Emma, I just went through it, and it was really awful.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Easy Wealth Podcast, where we talk about money and wealth in a simple way. I'm Emma.
Hey lovely listeners, I'm Jack. Last month, I bought into a stock I'd been watching for ages, did my research, clicked buy. It went up 18%. I was thrilled. Checked it every morning like it was a pet. And then I just didn't sell. Because what if it went to 25%? What if it doubled?
And?
It came back down to where I bought it. All 18%. Gone.
Oh, Jack.
I watched it happen in real time. Every single day I kept thinking, it'll bounce back. And it didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry you went through that. That is actually one of the most common investing experiences there is. You do everything right getting in, and then have absolutely no plan for getting out.
Which I didn't. I had zero plan.
So today, we will talk about how to leave.
You know, I'm not an irrational person, but in that moment, I was completely irrational.
So, when the stock was up 18%, what were you feeling?
Excited and a little smug, honestly.
And when it started coming back down?
Nervous, then in denial, then kind of frozen.
Frozen. That's the word. And there's actually a name for what happened. Loss aversion.
I've heard that term.
Research shows that the pain of losing something feels roughly twice as powerful as the pleasure of gaining the same amount.
So losing $100 hurts twice as much as winning $100 feels good.
Yes. Which means when you're sitting on a profit and it starts shrinking, the fear of losing what you have activates much faster than the logic of, I should sell.
True, because selling feels like making the loss real. And as long as you don't sell, some part of your brain believes the loss isn't real yet.
Which is completely irrational. The market doesn't care about your cost price at all. The price is what it is. Whether you're up, down, or flat, the market is completely indifferent to your feelings about it.
That's weirdly comforting and deeply uncomfortable at the same time.
And here's the other side of it. Because it's not just about holding losers too long. There's the flip side too.
Oh yes, selling winners too early.
Exactly. You're up 10%. You feel like a genius. But what if it goes to 20%? What if you leave money on the table?
So you wait, and then it dips, and suddenly you're scrambling to lock in anything.
And you end up selling at 2% because of fear, not logic.
So both mistakes, holding losers too long and selling winners too early, come from the same place. Emotions, making decisions that should be made by a plan.
That is exactly it. And the solution isn't to become emotionless. That's not possible.
Oh yes, I've tried. Doesn't work.
Me neither. So the solution is to make the decision before the emotion arrives. When you're calm, when you're clear-headed, when you're not watching a number move in real time.
So before you buy, you already know how you're leaving.
That's the whole concept. An exit strategy isn't what you do after things go wrong. It's what you decide before you ever click buy.
Okay, so what does an actual exit strategy look like?
Try to ask 3 questions, and I want you to answer all 3 before you put money into anything.
3 questions. Okay, hit me.
Question 1 is, if I'm wrong, how much am I willing to lose?
So you're deciding the downside before you even think about the upside.
Yes, and not in a vague way. Oh, I'll sell if it drops a lot. A specific number, 5%, 8%, whatever makes sense for the investment and your risk tolerance. You decide that number now, while you're thinking clearly.
And then you actually stick to it when the moment comes.
That's the hard part, because when it's actually down 5%, your brain will tell you 100 stories about why this time is different. why it's about to bounce, why selling now would be a mistake.
And the stories are so convincing in the moment.
They're designed to be. That's what emotions do, which is why the decision needs to be made before the emotion shows up. If you've already decided, if this drops 5%, I sell, no debate. The story doesn't get a vote.
Yes, you're removing the decision from the moment of maximum panic.
Exactly. Emotional control matters as much as knowledge. This is how you build it into the system.
Okay, question 2 is,
If I'm right, what does staying in actually look like?
oh, so it's not just, I'll hold until it goes up. It's more specific than that.
Yes, much more specific. Because I'll hold until it goes up is how Jack ended up watching 18% evaporate.
Fair, extremely fair.
It depends on your investment goals and the time horizon. If you're not holding forever, meaning you're holding while the reason you bought is still true. So ask yourself, why did I buy this? What was the thesis?
Thesis?
The story, the logic, like, this company is growing fast, the industry is expanding, earnings have been strong 3 quarters in a row. Whatever your reason was.
And as long as that reason is still true, you stay in.
And when it stops being true, that's when you leave, because the story changed.
That's actually a completely different way of thinking about it. Okay, what is question 3?
What specific things would tell me the story has changed?
So not just vague feelings, actual signals.
Actual, pre-decided signals. And these will be different depending on what you're investing in. But some examples. If you're investing in a company, maybe it's 2 consecutive quarters of declining revenue. Maybe it's debt levels that suddenly look unsustainable.
Things that would have changed your mind before you bought.
Exactly. And for index funds, the signal is much simpler. Time. You're not looking for an exit signal. You're looking at your timeline. Is the money still long-term money? Then you stay in.
Because you're not trying to time it.
Right. DCA into a broad index and leave it alone. The exit strategy there is, you need the money. That's it.
Okay, so question 3 looks different depending on what you own.
Which is why you have to think it through per investment. Not as a general feeling, specifically, before you buy.
Logic first, then maths, then you buy. Okay, so let's try to put this all together.
Good. Before any investment, 3 questions. If I'm wrong, how much am I willing to lose? And what's my specific exit price? What specific things would tell me the story has changed?
Decided now, not when I'm panicking.
You don't need to know everything, but you need to know these 3 things and write them down, on paper or in your notes app, somewhere outside your brain.
Because inside your brain, they'll disappear the moment emotions show up.
So true. Okay, here's the one thing to do this week. Pick one investment you currently hold, or one you're thinking about making, and answer the 3 questions out loud or write them down.
If I'm wrong, what's my exit? If I'm right, what keeps me in?
Because investing isn't just about having the courage to buy, it's about having the plan to leave.
Buy with logic, hold with patience, exit with discipline.
Beautifully said. Okay, quick reminder before we go. Everything we share on this podcast is for educational purposes only. We're not licensed financial advisors, and nothing here should be taken as financial advice. Before making any investment decisions, please do your own research and speak with a qualified professional. We're just here to learn together.
That's a wrap on today's episode. And if this episode gave you a filter you didn't have before, share it with someone who needs it. Give this episode a like and subscribe to the Easy Wealth podcast. It really helps us keep making these conversations for you.
Take care of your finances and take care of yourselves. Bye!